Hey guys, welcome to the show, Midweek Podcast with Sri Lankan Sammi in Cebu. 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in Cebu. Cheers to you. Having a coffee, it's too hot. What a good day today. Tired. Got a lot done. Live stream looks good. I'm Sri Lankan Sammi in Cebu. I am a Canadian, Sri Lankan citizen, retired in Southeast Asia, currently living in Cebu, Philippines. I'm single, no kids, no wife, no girlfriend. Don't need to take care of my family. They're alive and well in Sri Lanka, mom and dad. They were not affected by the cyclone. Here's the thing. The same thing happened here during the earthquake and the flooding. The images are horrific. They're awful. People died, people lost everything. But they're in very isolated areas. It's not the entire country. And that's what happens. Like, people think, oh, there was an earthquake in Cebu. They think here. No, it was 150 kilometers away, 300 kilometers away. Wow, the stock market is not doing well today. Lost 1% today. I lost 3%, gained 2%, lost 1%. So but I'm still 97% profit. I'm not going to worry about it because it's not that big of a deal. It's the typhoon, it's the flooding, and people were taking profits out of the market. Gold is up. Geez, gold is up. It's doing well. Anyway, not worried. Not worried at all. Just going to hold off until my plan of 2 years. So the flooding when they say flooding in Colombo, it's not the entire city. It's just the part that was near the river, and the river levels have fallen off. They've dropped off. It's now, everything is okay. Now they just need to repair. The landslides are going to take a little bit longer. Those are in upcountry. But if you're visiting Sri Lanka, it's not going to affect you. The trains are running. The highways are clear. The tourist attractions are open. So everything's fine. Unfortunately, people have lost lives. People have lost their livelihood. They've lost their homes. They've lost loved ones. And just like here with the typhoon and the earthquake, it happens. But it's not the entire country. So please don't be afraid or worried about traveling here, traveling to Thailand, Vietnam, Sri Lanka, wherever. Contact your hotel and ask them if everything is okay at your hotel, and support the country you're going to, because they need those funds. They need that money to help rebuild. Okay. So anyway, today we're going to talk about Christmas, New Year, and something I've learned about myself. When you get to be a certain age, you think, I've learned everything. I'm happy the way I am. I don't need to do any better. But one of the things that I am learning on this trip, what is that? Oh, that's on this trip is from socializing, from meeting new friends, making friends, is that I have a lot to learn about how to talk to adults. I have not been talking to adults in so long. I talk to adults, but they're the workers in my house, and they, I don't really have deep conversations with them. But I've been making friends here, and they're teaching me a lot. And I'm really proud to have the friends that I've made. They're just teaching me so much about how to be an adult, or how to relearn how to be an adult. Because, I'll be very honest, in the last 5 years, I've barely spoken to any adults in a peer situation. I talk to adults all the time, but it's on a business relationship. So as friends, I'm learning how to communicate more effectively. And I've been getting a lot of good advice and learning through practice. One of the things I absolutely love is socializing, and I miss it. But since I left Korea, since before COVID, I really haven't spoken to anyone in a friend type way, other than my very close friends who know me and who I know how to talk to them. But new friends, it takes a little while to get used to communicating in a way that's positive. So I'm learning, and I really appreciate it. One of my friends, Barry, left a couple days ago, and he's back in Canada. He loved it here so much that he's coming back. He was going to stay like 2 months and then 6 weeks. Now he's just a month. He'll be back here early January. So it'll be fun to have him back. He's a really fun guy. I really, really enjoy spending time with him. My other friend that I met is Who is calling me? Oh, okay. So I've made friends in the building, and they're really kind people. I go for dinner, I go to the gym, we hang out. I just found out one of my other friends just moved like 5 minutes away. So there is a huge event in January called Sinulog, and it's a religious festival where they move religious artifacts out of the church into the public realm so that people can see it and worship it. And it's like the Temple of the Tooth in Sri Lanka, in Kandy, where they move, the Parahara, where they parade the relic, the relic, the tooth of Buddha. So my local friends that I have here in Cebu, we were planning on going, but it's going to be 4 million people, and I hate crowds. I hate walking. I don't want to do it, but I want to experience the event. So we're going to try to. My friend James, who's lived here for 6 years, he knows the area very well. We're going to ride up to Cebu on Monday or Tuesday, depending on the weather, and we're going to scout out like a balcony that we can like book for the day, and just like try to get a comfortable place where we don't have to walk or stand or have to worry about finding a bathroom or crowds or anything like that. So students are booking classes. This is what I love to see. Just sitting here making money, baby. If you have any questions, please click the link and say hello and join into the conversation. Let me know where you're calling from. So I made a nice dinner already. I had that. I have a little bit more work to do today. I have like 3 more hours of work after this. Supposedly my food delivery is coming. My groceries are supposed to come within the next 3 hours. We'll see whether they're always late. So I have 2.5 hours of work left after this. Today's my long day. And I heard from you guys that you really liked my interview with Miss Leah, who is my property manager. And so I'm going to try to do a little bit more like that. It's going to be difficult because to interview people, it has to be relevant. And who am I going to interview? So I'm just going to go around and talk to like people that I meet on the street. Maybe I can do something like that. Like talk to like expats who are here and ask them, why are you here? Why did you choose here? Things like that. I'm going to try to do some things like that. Because you don't just want my opinion as to why this is a good place to retire. Maybe you want other people's opinions. There's enough channels out there who are talking like that about why I like it, things like that. You want to get like a consensus, right? So maybe that'll help you guys. Let me know what you think. I really, truly appreciate all of the constructive criticism. I'm trying to do my best. I'm learning by doing. Okay, so again, I keep saying, give me some time to tweak the channel and make it better. I really hope I get monetized very quickly. I mean, we only have 28 days before the end of the year. It's not going to happen this month. I was hoping it would happen by the end of the year, but there was a little dip over the last week or so. I don't know why. I'm trying to look at the analytics to see why. But it shot up yesterday, and I think it was that interview video. A lot of you liked it, and it went out to others. Um, we have a low pressure system coming day after tomorrow. That's gonna suck because for the next 3 days it's gonna rain. It's gonna be cloudy. I can't go to the beach. Can't do anything. Can stick around the house and exercise. Go to the gym. Go. You know. I found across the street. You guys will see that vlog coming up soon. I found a food market. It's like an outdoor restaurant. And my friend Paul, who lives here, he knows the owner. He introduced me to them last week, and I've been going to dinner there like 2 or 3 times now, and it is incredible. Like home cooked food, curried pork, curried chicken, vegetables, and rice. And I can have a dinner for 100 pesos, which is less than $2, $1.50. Can you imagine with a soda? Yeah, with a soda for $1.50. Can you imagine eating every day there? That's like $45 a month in food expenses for dinner. And I'm talking a good meal. And then I only eat 2 meals a day. And then for breakfast, I'm doing like pancakes or eggs and sausage or breakfast meat to get the protein and fruits. And I buy the fruits from there too, and they're cheap. It's just incredible. I'm loving it. Loving it. So the plans for Christmas. Let's see. What are the plans for Christmas? They're not solid yet because I'm going to talk to Tim this weekend because we're having the big motorcycle rally this weekend. The entire membership is coming from Thailand, from US, from all over Philippines. They're all coming here for the weekend. So we're going to be meeting up, and I'm going to talk to him about, what are we going to do for Christmas? What are the club plans? Because we have like 40 members just in this area alone. And then we have a new support crew as well of 20 guys. So that what we want to do is we want to have something, but we don't want to infringe on the family, because here in the Philippines, the family get together at Christmas is really important. So we got to figure something out there. Sorry about that. Really tired today. I was up super early running around running errands. We had to buy a whole bunch of food and soda and things like that for Saturday. And we have to get it done today or tomorrow, before it starts raining, or we run out. Like, you don't want to go and we're out of stock. When is it coming in? Monday. Like, that's no good. So we emptied out the fridge at Tim's house and stuffed it full of the food that we're going to be using on Saturday. Anyway, I'm not sure that I am going to be able to do anything on the 24th or 25th, other than I've been invited for family dinner at a few people's places, but I'll just do it with Tim. Because his sister-in-law is going to be there, and I know her, and it'll be a good family thing to hang out with them. Maybe I'll go visit some of the people who have invited me over to their family home, but we'll see. But definitely the weekend after, I will celebrate at do a party with a few close friends and just enjoy. Like, I went out with Paul to a local bar, and we had a great time. It was so much fun with the people at the table next to us on both sides, and just talking to people and having fun. And it took us a day. Even Paul said it took me a day to recover. I said, we didn't drink. Says, I know, it's just we were out till like 5 in the morning. And I'm like, I can't believe it. It was crazy. We had way too much fun. So New Year's, again, I'm not even thinking New Year's. I'm going to go to a club and I have a date. I have a date for New Year's. My first time in maybe 20 years that I've had a date for New Year's, because I've never really had a girlfriend during the holidays. And obviously, I'm working at the club when I was in Korea, right? So I never did that kiss a girl at midnight type of thing. So I have a date this New Year's, so that'll be fun. Um, so Sinulog is coming up on the 18th. That's going to be crazy. We're going to start planning for that. I'm 99% sure I'm staying till March because I'd like to stay until I get monetized. Once I get monetized, I can rework the channel and like fine tune it while I'm in Sri Lanka, because I'll have the time to do that in Sri Lanka, and then come back here in August. I'd like to come back here in August, middle of August. I'd like to come back and stay for like 18 months and return back home for the summer in Sri Lanka. I still can't leave full time, not for another couple of years, because I gotta check in on mom and dad. And I talk to them every day. So, and I have the CCTVs at the house are online, so I can check in and see what's going on. I was watching the flooding. It flooded for a couple of hours, and then that was it, where my parents live. So it was okay. Yeah, so things are progressing. The channel is doing really, really well. Oh, speaking of which, let's give a shout out to the latest subscribers. There we go. Now, again, I'm going to remind you guys that subscribers who subscribe and don't make their profile public, I cannot see your name unless you comment. So I'm going to go through the subscribers and then the comments. So Rick H, Clash and Burn. Why are my eyes so bad here? Why is the screen so small? Danny H, Serve in Cardiff, Severin Carifo, ET522. I think you rejoined, right? You were a subscriber on the old channel. Richard K, Curtis G, and yeah, those are the ones. And I am subscribing to your channel. Go. And let's take a look at some of you commenters. Adora Manuel, thank you very much for your constructive criticism. I'm trying to do thumbnails like that. It's really difficult. It's really difficult to get the B-roll stuff that I have to do. And I have to work on it, but I will get it. Binkies La Paz. Thanks. You're a comedian. I love it. I like the engagement, so it's really cool. And I will comment on everyone, okay? ML3989, thanks again for your concerns. But please, go to Sri Lanka. You'll be safe, you'll be happy, and you'll have fun. Rick Holland. Thanks for commenting on Paul's conversation with me. Patrick Holdman, I'm glad you enjoyed that video. That was one of my favorite videos to do. My order has left the store. I get 4 notifications. I get it on the app, I get an SMS, I get an email. I gotta fix that because I get 4 notifications. The same notification on 4 different apps. I get an SMS, I get an email, I get a WhatsApp, and I get it through the app. Dr. Jim Ferguson, I didn't really understand your comment, but thank you. I appreciate you taking the time. Bobby Ford, thanks again, brother. Oh, Patrick. Okay, Patrick is a friend that I met on the beach here in Cebu. Really cool guy. He's semi-retired, not retired. No, he's a police sergeant in the U.S. He travels down south into Mindanao to help children in need. Really cool guy. I really hope to see you back here again soon. TT Nudge. Yeah, I don't like your comment. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Hello. Good evening, sir. Yeah. Okay. Can you leave it at the desk downstairs? Thank you. Bye. So my order arrived, so I'm just going to leave it downstairs. I'll go down in a bit and pick it up. Yeah, TT Nudge, I didn't get your comment until just now. Let's go Lando, because I'm not a Lando Norris fan, so I didn't click into me that you're talking about Lando Norris until just right now. So, all in fun. All in fun, brother. Okay, but yeah, he's not going to win. I'll tell you that right now. Max Verstappen is going to win in Abu Dhabi this weekend. I can't wait. Going to stay up and watch that. Lucy Landero, thank you for watching from the Philippines. I love it. Morgan, sorry you didn't like the video, but it's just a real life video. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't be everything to everyone, but I thank you for taking the time to comment. I truly appreciate it. Okay, and I'll try to be a little bit more. You didn't like that I was eating and drinking while talking, but I don't talk with my mouth full. I cover my mouth so you can't see inside. Kevin Hacker, please be safe on your trip here. So I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get a hold of Britt, but he hasn't followed up with me. TT Nudge, thanks again for updating me on the geography. As I said last time, I'm trying to learn the geography, but it's just so much because the Philippines is so big and so diverse, and there's so many expat areas. It's difficult for me to remember it all. Timo Kivayo, yeah, I'm old friends with Tim going back 10 or 12 years in Korea. I can't even remember how long we've been friends. It's a long time, and we have been roommates twice, once in Korea and once in the Philippines. 3 years ago in the Philippines, I lived with him. Daily Dose of Blizzard. I think I talked about this with you last time, but thanks again for your constructive criticism. I'm trying my best. Terry, always great to see you. And of course, our number one fan and all-round great guy, Darren. Thanks again, brother, for all of your comments. Simon, thanks again for taking the time out of your day to comment. I truly appreciate it. Guys, your comments are just lovely. Okay. I love the fact that you guys take the time to comment. Okay. Without your comments, there really wouldn't be a reason for me to like watch my channel or look at and try to be better. So when you comment, it's out of love, and I truly appreciate that. It's like, it's wonderful. Yeah, so I use Landers, so they deliver, and I can pay by credit card, but they always out of stock. So I get the big heavy things, so I don't have to carry them. So like the 6 bottles of, I should have ordered, damn, I forgot to order that. 6 bottles of coconut water, because I go through one every couple days. They're heavy, and they have a buy 3, get 1 free or something. Buy 2, get 1 free. So I pay for 4 and I get 2 free. So it's really cool, and they deliver it, and I can use, there's a cart downstairs that I can use just to bring it up. I can bring it upstairs. So toilet paper, big pack, so I don't have to carry it. Laundry detergent, again, heavy, 4 liters of it, very heavy. So if you're getting Landers, that's a really cool thing. Jennifer, thank you for joining from Ontario, my old hometown. Where are you from? I'm from Toronto, and I grew up in Bradford. Thank you very much for joining. Why are you interested in retiring in Southeast Asia? Where's your family from? Patashnik? I knew a Patashnik in Bradford, but no Jennifer. I can't remember the first name. It was a guy. We're talking 45 years ago, so I can't recall it right now. But thank you for joining. I truly appreciate it. I hope you're staying warm and safe with all the snow. I saw snow in Toronto, and I was like, what? In Korea, it's -10. It's crazy, the weather in Korea. I have webcams that I can see what it's like in Korea, like high quality webcams. And it's cold, man. You can see the steam rising off the river in the morning as the sun comes up over the river. It's cold. And I heard in parts of southern Ontario there was snow. It's like November. That was, my order was delivered. Okay. Yeah, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. And I hope you're, like I said, staying safe and warm. It's 32 degrees here in Cebu. It was sunny and nice today, a little partly cloudy. Tomorrow it's supposed to become cloudy, which is Thursday. Friday and Saturday, rain from a low pressure system, but I'm hoping that it's scattered showers, high level clouds, and it, like, once the pressure system hits land, that it starts to dissipate, and that the clouds become less, which means that they're saying it's not as much rain bearing clouds that are coming, just a pressure system. Because we have an outdoor venue, because we have like 80 people coming on Saturday with the main members and then the support and then the hangarounds and everything like that. So it's going to be a huge event. And it's at an outdoor venue. Now there is covering, but everybody huddled underneath the covering, it's not going to make for a fun event. And people are going to come because they paid, but they're going to leave early. We're going to have all this food and all this drink. So why don't you guys join? Come on over. Come to Cebu. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that Princess Jasmine comes in March. I was talking to Sarah, Lady Sarah, and she is thinking about it, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. She's dating a guy right now, and she wants to introduce him to me for me to vet him because, I'm the best friend. I'm the big brother, the uncle. So, I'm not going to go to Korea for that, and I'm not going to go to Thailand for that. If they're going to come and see me. I mean, it's not, if she tells me to come to Thailand, maybe I'll go to Thailand for February, for 3 days or something like that. I can fly to Thailand. That's not a big deal. But to go to Korea, no, not going to do that. He's Thai. She met him at church. So, but the last guy she met was in church too, and he scammed her, or tried to scam her. I don't understand the guy. He asked her out. She drove down to Daegu from Seoul, which is a good 2 to 3 hour drive. And she doesn't drive, so she took a train or a bus or whatever. So she paid, and she took her time to go visit the guy and go out with him. And went for dinner. Nothing romantic happened because she's ultra conservative. And they went out on a couple dates, and she liked him because he was really nice and kind and everything. And she gave him some personal mementos, like one of her original diaries, some religious artifacts and stuff like that. And when I learned about it, I said, never give a guy stuff like that. It means a lot to you. It doesn't mean anything to a guy. I said, well, most guys, it doesn't mean anything, right? Especially at the beginning of a relationship. She goes, yeah, I learned that. Because then after she broke up with him, she wanted the stuff back. And he says, well, give me $500 and I'll give it back to you. She's like, why? Well, because I paid for, dinners and stuff like that. And she's like, so she ends up going with her mother to his church and confronts him. I mean, he ended up giving it back, but she gave him some money to cover his costs, but she gave him $500. I don't understand people. That's why I stay single. I don't want to get involved in any of that, especially with a Filipina. Oh my God, there's so much issues. I'm not a citizen. I'm a tourist. And getting involved in a relationship with a citizen, especially in this country, can cause so many legal issues, financially. Just don't want to get involved in that. So I've gone out on 2 dates with Filipinas, and I've gone out with a Korean and a Mongolian, and I'm going to go out with the Mongolian again. But it's so hard. It's so hard. So stressful. And it's so hot here. I keep turning the aircon down and up, and it gets cold, and then it gets hot. It gets humid. Anyway, what else is going on? That's all the orders that are coming in, or confirmation of my orders were delivered. Anyway, it's a good system. I like it. I walk across the street to Metro, which is cheaper, and they have a larger selection when I need to buy like meat and like fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. I go to the local shop here, which is a Robinson's, when I need to buy like, a fork or a spoon. I had canned food and I had no can opener, so I went and bought a can opener. It cost me $3 for a can opener. Anyway, so we're progressing along, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I need a break from all all the fun I'm having. I need a break. I need to take a rest from all the fun I'm having. I mean, it's like, I think I'm going to do a vlog, a more detailed, in-depth vlog of like what I do every day. Like I wake up in the morning, like I'm up at 6 with the sunrise, and I sit on the balcony and I have a coffee and I watch the sunrise between 5:30 and 6:30. And it's really quiet and the air is clean, and then I get ready. I make a good breakfast with carbs and fruits and stuff like that. Bread, peanut butter, jam, like get my energy level up. I have a coffee, and then I go down to the gym for 2 hours. And then I meet Paul. Sometimes I go to the pool with him. Sometimes I come back to the condo. It's like by lunchtime. And then I will have something else to eat. And then I do YouTube editing and content creation. And then by 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I have to get ready for work. And I work till like 9 or 10. And that's Monday to Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the schedule's a little bit different. But anyways, you were born in Bonhead. I grew up in Bradford. I left Bradford. Well, I'm 58. I left Bradford when I was 18. I went to Bradford District High School. I was in Bradford from grade 7 to high school. And I had friends from Bonhead. So I'm 58 now, so 40 years ago. Yeah, 40 years ago is when I left Bradford. I arrived in Bradford in grade 7, so I was like 14, 13. So I lived in Bradford for 5-6 years. So yeah, 45 years ago is when I arrived in Bradford. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if your dad is my age, then I knew him, or he knew me. I mean, we had a huge high school. Bradford District High School was huge, right? I didn't know everybody. Romel, I am fine. Thank you for saying hi. Where are you from? Where are you watching from? Jennifer, I miss Bradford. It has changed a lot. When I arrived in Bradford, it was 2,000 people, 1 traffic light, 1 KFC, 2 pizza joints, and 15 coffee shops, and a Chinese food place. And my house was the 3rd last house in town, right? After my house, there's nothing but fields. Now it's in the center of town. And I look at the map and it's like just huge. And I left Canada 20 years ago. So I doubt I'll ever go back to Canada. There's no reason for me to go back to Canada. There's nobody there. There's nothing there. My parents live in Sri Lanka. My brother lives in Vancouver. He comes to Sri Lanka or Thailand or whatever once a year, and we meet up. Romel, thank you very much from Manila. I hope you're safe and stay dry with the rain coming this weekend, brother. All right. Salamat. I absolutely love my life in the Philippines. Thank you for watching. I truly appreciate it. And Jennifer, when you say you were an expat for 16 years, like, what do you mean? Like, you're an expat in another country or something? Just give me a little bit of detail and update me on that. Like, how old's your dad? Where are you living right? You said you're living in Brampton. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I grew up in Bradford, and then I moved to Toronto when I was 18 for university. And I worked at Bell Canada for 28 years. And I lived downtown Toronto, like Harbourfront. Then I moved to Brampton, Milton, bought a house in Milton, then moved back to Toronto just before I got divorced and moved to Korea. And I spent 20 years in Korea. in Seoul. And then the last 4 or 5 years now it's going to be 5 years, I've lived in Sri Lanka, and now Sri Lanka, Philippines, Thailand, Philippines. So I've been living in Southeast Asia for the last 4 or 5 years. I lived a year in Subic Bay. I lived 6 months in Thailand, and I vacationed. And when I vacation, I don't vacation for 1 week or two. I vacation for like a month, like 6 weeks. So I've done like Krabi was for 6 weeks. Pattaya, southern Pattaya, the quieter part of it, I spent like 6 months. Vietnam was like 2 weeks, 3 weeks I spent in Vietnam. Okay. Yeah. Well, Jennifer, we're close. I'm actually, your dad's older than me. So I was born in 68. So I probably never knew you, because I didn't arrive in Bradford until at least 78, 79, 1979. But yeah, so we're in the same age range, like in that same generation, 6 years, not that much. But what interests you about retiring in Southeast Asia? Like, that's what this channel is about. I'm kind of like doing a Truman Show about how I went from being a Canadian, working a job, marriage, mortgage, all of that stuff, and how I ended up living in a condo in Mactan, Newtown, Cebu in the Philippines, after living in Korea for 20 years. UAE. Oh, I hate you just a little bit right now. I hate you just a little bit right now. Oh, I visited the UAE about, I say 10 years ago. Emirates had launched the Seoul to Dubai flights. First time flying from Seoul to Dubai direct. And they were flying with the A380, the brand new A380, the double-decker plane. And they were giving a discount of 60% on first-class tickets, on all tickets. And normally I spend about $2,500 US to fly from Seoul to Sri Lanka via Malaysian Airlines or Singapore Airlines or Cathay Pacific, because luggage. I bring a lot of stuff from Korea to Sri Lanka for my mom and dad, like things that they can't buy. And then I take home a lot of clothes and things that are cheaper to buy in Sri Lanka, like clothing, a lot of clothing. Even winter clothing, you can buy cheaper in Sri Lanka than you can in Korea. And so I needed that 40 kilos, and I'm not flying 12 hours in economy. You've been following me for many years? Thank you so much, Jennifer. I truly appreciate it. That's so cool. I mean, what made you jump on the live stream and say hi? I truly appreciate it. Like, I want to understand the mindset of the people who are watching me so that I can do better and that I can address the things that you're interested in. That's why I do the live streams, is so that I can interact with you and like get that feedback so that I can do better and I can answer any questions and things like that. So I do a live stream on Wednesdays at this time, and better for you because it's like, it must be 6 a.m. for you. 6 a.m. on Wednesday morning. I do a live stream on Saturday mornings Korean time, which is Friday night for your time. Now this weekend, the live stream will be on Sunday because I don't have time to do it on Saturday because I have a group function that I have to go to on Saturday. So this weekend and next weekend, the live stream will be on Sunday mornings, which is Saturday night for you in North America. I'm surprised Darren's not online today. He must be busy, but we'll see him on the fall. He'll watch later and comment. So Darren, there's a shout out to you, brother. Thanks again. I'm glad you made it back home safe and sound, and I hope your family had a fun time in Sri Lanka last week. He got out just before the cyclone hit. So, so Jennifer, I guess you were watching my old channel, Sri Lankan Sammi, and you migrated over to the new channel. Thank you very much. Truly appreciate that. But I have to wrap up soon, in about 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So please get your questions in if you have anything. I really want you all to give me some feedback on what you're seeing, what you like, what you don't like, and give me some content that you would be interested in watching. I mean, try to be a little bit specific, not just go interview people. That's try to be a little bit specific so that I can like focus on that. Yeah, Emirates first class. Oh, it was so great. Let me tell you. So I was looking at the ticket price, and it was about 400 more than what I'm used to paying. But I'm like 400 more for, like, first of all, it's 60 kilos. Second of all, it's first class in Emirates. And it's just an experience, something you'll never do again at that price. You know, the tickets were $10,000. I paid just under $4,000, right? So they pick you up in a limo. They take you to the airport, and it was Christmas Eve, the flight. So I had to fly Seoul to Dubai, Dubai to Colombo. So since leaving Canada, that is the furthest west I've ever been. Because usually from Seoul to Colombo, I'll fly via Kuala Lumpur, Hong Kong, or Singapore, depending on which airline I take. I used to take Malaysian Airlines, but then after they were experiencing problems, I switched to Cathay Pacific in Singapore. And then I got status on there, and they gave me good discounts. So anyway, this time I even flew Singapore Airlines from Sri Lanka to here via Singapore, direct flight to Cebu. I didn't have to go to Manila. And it was one of the best flights I ever had. And the flight took off at 11:50, and when we got to cruising altitude, it was midnight and Christmas Day, and it was my birthday. And the flight crew brought me a little cupcake with a. It looked like a candle, but it was a candle light, like it was a light, because you can't have fire on an airplane. And they sang me happy birthday. It was great. I loved it. I stayed up the whole trip because why not? It was an overnight flight, but I stayed up the whole time, and I had a 27-hour layover in Dubai, and they gave me a room at the Burj because it was over 8 hours layover. And they gave me a limo to and from the airport and a place to stay for the day. It was great. I went to the Souk, I went to the Burj, I went to the Atlantis, I went to the desert, I went everywhere. I had a great time. And just the VIP treatment in that airport, at that hotel, in the city, and the people, I loved it. I want to go back one day, but I want to go back with a friend. Either like a girlfriend or something like that, so that we can experience it, or I want to go with an Emirati or a local, because it's an adventure in that town. Let me tell you, it was incredible. I had way too much fun in that town in just one day. And that was 10 years ago. So things have probably changed even more. So yeah, thanks, Jennifer. It's really great to chat it up with a fellow Canadian. And here's the funny thing. I'm meeting so many Canadians here. Like my two friends who live in the condo, in the same condo as me, are both Canadian. One's from Vancouver and one's from Toronto. But yeah, it's so much fun to connect up with old friends, with expats who I can talk about Tim Hortons and stuff. But I guess you're back in Canada in Brampton, so please stay warm and safe in there. I don't know how you handle the cold weather. I haven't been cold in 5 years since I left Korea, except for the one weekend I went up country with my parents in Sri Lanka, and it was 22 degrees Celsius, and I was shivering at 22 degrees Celsius. Can you believe that? After living in Sri Lanka for so long and having like 30-degree weather, if it gets below 28, I'm cold. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you for joining me today. We truly appreciate it. My brothers and sisters from the Philippines, I love you guys so much. Ramel, thank you so much. Jennifer, always a pleasure to meet new friends. And remember, we're not strangers. We're just friends who haven't met yet. That's one of my catchphrases, if you've been watching for a while. Yeah, I had the shower. Yeah, it was great. They got me the pajamas. I ate and drank for like hours, because when you go first class, you can eat as much as you want, whenever you want. So I had caviar, I had lobster, I had steak. I drank like 4 bottles of Dom Perignon champagne. That paid for my ticket. Those bottles are $400 each, right? Cost is like about 150, but if you buy it at a liquor store or whatever, they're like $200-300. You buy it at a club, they're $400-500. So I drank quite a bit, and it was a 9-hour flight to Dubai, internet on the plane, so it was great. And I'm in the lounge. They have a lounge at the back of the plane. I had the shower, I had the pajamas, I slept. Oh, it was great. It was great. I didn't have a YouTube channel back then, but I had photos, and those will stay for a long time. Those will stay for a long time. But guys, I want to say thank you again. Lots of love to you. Yes, Jennifer. What's your question? Lots of love to you guys. Remember, learn to live life. Don't let life live you. Be good to each other. Be kind. Be supportive. Be happy. And remember, we're not strangers. We're just friends who haven't met yet. We'll see you all on the other side. Jennifer, I'll keep the chat open for a few more minutes so you can continue to chat. The live stream will still keep going for a few more minutes. So we'll see you guys all on Saturday.